Why move skills and proficiencies to the bottom? My understanding is having skills and proficiencies up top gives context to who you are, where experience enforces application of those skills, how you may have developed them. Okay, so my thoughts on this. One of your resumes you reviewed is also one of the ones that I reviewed, and your guidance was to move skills and proficiencies below experience. I've offered people opposite guidance in the past, and it's worked out well for me. So I think sometimes your skills and proficiencies make sense to be first versus your experience, but it all depends on what you think the company that's hiring you cares about most. If, for example, they're looking for a contract position that you can work 20 hours a week, and they're like, we need you to be a video editor, and we need you to have this rare skill. Let's say we need you to be able to make models in Blender, 3D models in Blender that will have particle effects of explosions and body limbs flying off of people. Well, suddenly, that's something that's specific that they're looking for, and they are going to be skimming through resumes and looking at a whole bunch of resumes that say like, oh, I have 20 hours in After Effects, and I've been like, I really love Blender, and I want to learn Blender. You're going to get a ton of applications that say that. So they're going to throw those resumes out because they're looking for someone that they can pay that can work 20 hours a week, that they're not trying to bring onto the team. They're trying to do it for maybe a specific project or a lot of projects that they have, and they just need this one set of skill, right? One skill set. So when you're looking for specific skills that you want to highlight, you really want to make sure that that is high on the list of information prioritization. That being said, I think anyone, as long as your resume is very organized, it's super easy to just jump down to the skills section if I'm looking for that. But what happens is when people look at resumes, they start from top to bottom, read left to right. At least in America, that's how we do things, right? So at the top, you want the most important information, which is usually your header, your name, your contact information, those kind of things. And then I put like your professional summary, because if I have 12 seconds, I might want to know who you are quickly and what you're applying for and what your story is, what you care about. And that could be done in like 2 or 3 sentences. Really, really easy. And for someone that's in esports, what I really care about is like proven track record of what you've done and how well you have done those things. And that happens in experience, right? And I think your skills stand out in those experiences anyway. So I will learn about your skills in your experiences. And again, people lose interest line by line because they only have 12 to 60 seconds, whatever it is, to look through your resume, and people tend to read from top to bottom. And what's going to end up happening is if I read a resume and the first bullet point doesn't stand out to me, I might just like, okay, what else does this person have? And I just skim through, okay, he's a video editor, he's on this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's look at his skill. Okay, bye. Done. But if you captivate me being like, wow, I worked on a merch apparel project that drew in 500%, like increased 500% profit. I'm like, whoa, okay, what did he do? Let's read more about this guy. This guy has actually done something. So, but if I say skills, if I say Blender, Premiere Pro editing, like none of those are sexy and they don't keep me in. But skills and working experience can actually hook you and keep you in. So that's why I always prefer experience first. I really prefer experience first. And I totally understand this concept where it gives you the context, but this is also thinking about the person reading the whole resume. If I read the whole resume, maybe the skills and proficiencies totally make sense to me because exactly what he says. It gives you the understanding and context, and then the experience reinforces the application of those skills. I totally believe that. But I just don't think people read resumes, at least in esports, in my experience, people don't read resumes like that. So, and I think what people can do is they can put any skill they want on their resume. I could say After Effects. I could say InDesign. I could say Photoshop and Premiere. But am I super confident in After Effects? Well, it depends on what we're trying to do. If we're trying to do motion graphics, I can do some. But I mostly use After Effects for text animations, right? If we're trying to design a 3D space YouTube logo intro, I could figure that out, but I don't have experience in that. But the thing is, if I put that in my skills, I can say After Effects. And a person that has 5 years of motion graphics design experience can also put a bullet point that says After Effects. And are those equal skills? Also, someone that has done one tutorial on After Effects can say that they could put After Effects experience in their skills section. And a person that has 0 experience in After Effects can also put After Effects in their skills. So that's why skills don't matter to me too much. They're nice, like buzzword, like, does this person have this experience? Yes. But again, I'm going to be looking at your experience. I'm going to spend most of my time, and if not all my time, in your experience section. I might spend 1 second looking at your skills section, but all my time is going to be spent on the experience section of your resume if I look over them. But I think this was a really good point, good question, and I really do think that there's plenty of instances where you would put skills and proficiencies first. That's another YouTube video.